Thanks to Banggood.com for sending me out the brand new Eachine E013 Plus FPV Whoop Brush quadcopter. Now this was part of a bundle set where you get a set of racing gates and a timer, but they took it out of the bundle. But I did get the racing gates and timer separately and done a different review, and you can see that review right here. And honestly, watch that review and watch the flight footage, because those racing gates are absolutely excellent, and I would highly recommend that you do pick them up, because I had a lot of fun with them. Now, it can also be bundled with the Eachine box goggles VR006. You can pick them up if you want. I did not get them with the quadcopter, and you can also get 1, 2 or 3 batteries. I would highly recommend you get 3 batteries and also a hobby grade charger. As I always say, I'll link that in the description below. You can pick it up in red, this color here of course, and you can also pick it up in white. Now, what do you get with the quadcopter? You get a manual that tells you everything you need to know. You get a spare set of props, and you will need them, for the simple fact is they're going to pop off of the motors. And I did push them all down at first, and one of them popped off in flight. So I decided to go them all on, and even in one little crash, 3 of them popped off. Fortunately, I did find them, and them being clear, it's really, really annoying to find. They are 40mm props, just to let you know, so you could use ones from, like, say, the trash can or another quadcopter like that. You do get a screwdriver and a USB charger to charge up your battery, and the battery that you do get is a 1-cell 500 milliamp 25C LiPo battery with a lossy style connector at the end. Like I said, get yourself a hobby grade charger, because you'll be doing yourself a world of good. Now let's get on to the transmitter first and some of the features that the quadcopter can do. The transmitter takes 4 AAA batteries, and you do have screws at the bottom, but once you've taken the screws out, you don't need to put them back in, because the batteries won't fall out at all whatsoever. Now it comes with 3 modes. You've got normal mode, medium mode, and you've got acro mode. Because the camera is not adjustable when you're in acro mode, you're going to be pointing to the ground, and I found it really difficult to fly. You're going to need to be high up in the air, and to do a flip, you're also going to need to be high up in the air. If you're going to buy this for a backyard flyer to train acro, I'm afraid it's not going to happen if you don't have a lot of space, because I did try that and I crashed when I was trying to do a flip, and I can fly it in acro, no problem whatsoever. In normal mode, on the second rate, line of sight flying was absolutely fine, and also FPV in the second rate was absolutely fine as well. It's only that downfall of the camera is not adjustable that is really, really annoying. Now you can change the channels and bands from the transmitter. As you can see here, it says C for channel and B for band. It has turtle mode as well. You can start the motors up by pressing this button here. The motors will start and off you go. You can press and hold it, and it's emergency stop. Don't press it when you're flying, whatever you do, or you'll fall out of the sky. And if you land upside down and you do happen to have all your props still on your quadcopter, which I highly doubt you will, it's got turtle mode. Just press it one time and it'll flip over, and that's you ready to fly again. But I don't see that happening, to be truthful. It's your on and off button right here, and your trim buttons here and here. That's all I've got to say about the transmitter. Now let me just bring the quadcopter over itself. At the front, it's got a, underneath the canopy, it's got a 5.8 gigahertz, 25 milliwatt, 48 channel VTX with a 1000 TVL line camera at the front. And I tell you what, the camera is actually quite good, and so is the VTX. I managed to fly into my next garden, no problem, without much breakup, and back in Again, the field of view of the camera is at 120. The actual size of the quadcopter is 85 millimeters with plug and play brushed 8520 motors. You can see where they plug in there. And also the VTX, if you want to fly line of sight, I would highly recommend you press and hold this button here for 3 seconds, because you can turn the milliwatt down to 0.01 milliwatt. That means you will save battery life and you'll be able to fly line of sight for a lot longer, which is really, really good. And I also noticed as well, just sometimes when the motors heat up, they tend to just push out of their holder just a little bit. Look how easy it was for me to push that up and push that down again. That was too easy. Now when they heat up, they will pop up just a little bit. And I noticed that happened with this one here. I was quite surprised when I crashed it. I thought, oh, okay, that's it broke. No, because look how flimsy that is. It can take a crash, no problem. I did forget to mention, though, the transmitter does come with a holder to put a monitor on it. But I've got a better idea. Yes, wait till you see this. It's a Top Sky FPV watch. Now, if you take the straps off, which I'm not going to do at the moment, you can just put the watch in there and attach it to your transmitter, and you've got everything that you need. And what I'm going to do just now is I'm going to turn the quadcopter on. There you go. This was the special edition that you got at Christmas. And there you go. There's my hand. Hello. There you go. That's an absolute excellent setup, using this Top Sky watch, attaching it to your transmitter and flying this quadcopter. I'll put a link in the description to where you can get this watch from. This watch is absolutely excellent, by the way. I would highly recommend that you pick one up, because you can put it on your wrist, and when you're out with your friends, if they want to watch you flying, let me just unplug this, then they can do so on this watch, and I'll put a link to the review here. Okay, now that is everything for the Eachine E013 Plus. My opinion on it is it's brushed. We are in the brushless era now. Is there a place for it? Well, at its price just now, you could pick one up, I suppose, but in my opinion, I would save your money up for something better. But don't forget, you are getting a transmitter with it. You're getting it all in one, really, which isn't too bad at all. But I would save a little bit more money up and get a transmitter, a proper one, and a brushless quadcopter. That's my opinion. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the little flight footage that's coming up. I'll put more line of sight footage up than FPV footage, because I really didn't enjoy the FPV at all with this. Even though the camera is really good, the downfall was you could not angle it, and the acro mode was not nice at all. It was a little bit jerky on the sticks when moving it. So thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, my friends, happy flying. Okay, let's do a line of sight test flight, and off we go. Let's see how it fares. There's a little bit of wind, and we're in rate 2 at the moment. You can tell where the wind's coming from. Left to the right, as always here. And I'm going to keep it close just now. That was me full stick forward, and again. And there's an aeroplane somewhere around, and it's rather noisy. It's flying quite well in the line of sight. Rate 2, remember. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Could be a little bit faster though. I wouldn't mind if it was. You know me, I like fast things. Fast quadcopters is what I like. Get over here. Ooh.
little prop washout there. Yep, fine line of sight. Now all we need to do is a little bit of FPV flying. It's flying pretty well. Whoa, get up there. Feel that wind picking up again. You're not going down. No, you're not. Get over here. Why do I always talk to the quadcopters? I do not know. It's full stick. Right, get back. I think that's enough line of sight, and we'll just bring it in and FPV.